All right. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and great glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakodash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well, and salutations to the elect, pushing truth to the four corners of the earth in truth and in sincerity. Right, this is going to be a quick lesson about how the scriptures is not a book to go out and just cut the white man up with, have him bow down and, kiss your shoes and things like that, even though things like that is a part of the truth. But it's just not, that's not the only thing that we out there to do. We out there to edify, okay? To fish for the elect, to help seal the elect, not just to curse the so-called white man out. The scriptures is about how to hold yourself too. Elder Manata Zakba just made a video in response to somebody asking, well, if Esau stole everything and everything belongs to us, then why can't we steal from them? And I'm just roughly paraphrasing the dude question. And the elder, he replied to it, and he had various points. And it all breaks down to what? We as Hebrew Israelites, knowing that we Hebrew Israelites are supposed to hold ourselves in a certain manner. All right, we're separate, we're holy. Holy, the breakdown is separate. We're separate from these people. We are literally cut from a different cloth. All right, so we're not supposed to act like everybody else. And the scriptures teach you that. All right, it gives you wisdom. It just don't tell you to go out there and curse the white man out, which we do. Spirit hop on a brother out there. Esau walk by, the spirit might hop on him, and he tell Esau, just to let y'all know, y'all going into slavery. So enjoy yourself. That might happen, but that is not what this thing is about. This thing of ours is about edifying. All right. So we trying to hurry up and get the hell up out of here. We don't want to spend the rest of our lives cursing out the so-called white man. We want to get in the kingdom. All right. And see Jake in that true happiness, Anyway, let's get the first scripture. And this is why I have this picture up right here, because of the first script that I'm going to get, which is Matthew chapter 10 and 16, I believe. Right, Matthew 10 and 16. It says, behold, I send you forth as a sheep in the midst of wolves. That's why I got this right here. Because we're told to be as wise as a serpent and as harmless as a dove, which I'm going to get into that. We're going to get that. I jumped the gun real quick, but you right here, you have a sheep with the cloak of a wolf on top of him. So this is basically a prophet out here in the world acting like, blending in. Superman putting on his Clark Kent, if you get what I'm saying. Batman, he's Bruce Wayne. Everybody don't know he's Batman. Everybody don't know that Clark Kent is Superman. All right, us being the prophets, the hopeful elect, everybody shouldn't know that. Okay, that's the Israelites right there at your job in your on the plantation. All right, and plus, this reminds me of the breakdown of the scripture. If you get pulled over by the police, you're going to use wisdom. You're not going to curse them back out, even if you are in the right. You're in the midst of wolves, people that are seeking your life. Therefore, you just blend in and act like one of them. All right, this is a sheep with wolves clothing on. All right, so let's get that first precept. This is Matthew 10 and 16, and we read, behold, I send you forth as a sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as a serpent and and harmless as a dove. Now let's get that word wolf. All right, G3074, and it's pronounced
Strong's G 3074. Lucas.
Lucas. All right, and it means of cruel, greedy, rapacious, destructive men. Right, the Lord said he has sent us as sheep. All right, and the sheep that he sent out is the elect, man. The elect are the sheep of Yahweh Shai. All right, and we're in the midst of wolves in this world. We're in the midst of cruel, greedy, rapacious, destructive men, and that's the women too, of other nations and our own nation. When we hit the highways and byways, we're in the presence of cruel, greedy, rapacious, and destructive men. That's why brothers get guns pulled down on them, shit thrown at them, food thrown at them. People shooting their signs and shit from across the street. Cops hopping out. All right, drones coming by looking at brothers. Brother sitting there with a Bible, reading. They got police drones and 7 cops around the corner on them and shit like that. Hey, because the world hates us. The spirit of this world is at enmity with the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. We're at war, man. Spiritual war. So the scripture gets deep. It's just not surface. It's no, we're out here in front of cruel, gritty, rapacious, and destructive people. Therefore, what? We got to be as wise as a serpent, and a serpent is what? Symbolizes wisdom, patience. All right? You got to think before we act. Our people are acting before they think. And the scriptures teach you how to move, you know, how to think before you act. All right? Slakia. Uh, Slakia. Proverbs 15:1. So let's say a situation came up. Police pulled you over. You know damn well you didn't do nothing wrong. You being as wise as a serpent and as harmless as a dove are going to do what? Precept upon precept. Proverbs 15:1. A soft answer turneth away wrath, but grievous words stir up anger. Right. With you being as wise as a serpent and as harmless as a dove, you're going to say what? Sorry, officer. You're going to turn the car off, put them on the dashboard or whatever. Take the keys out, put them on the roof. Let them see your hands. Excuse me, sir. Oh yeah, have your license and registration, everything put out. Yes, sir. No, sir. All of that. You're not going to sit there and tell him, what the fuck I do, man? Why the fuck you pull me over? That don't make no sense. You just out here looking for this, and that. Blah, 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 whatever you say. Before you know it, you hemmed up, putting the chicken wing on the ground. But a soft answer turneth away wrath. And that's all from you what? Being as wise as a serpent and as harmless as a dove. Because what? You're in front of a cruel, greedy, and rapacious, destructive man. All right? The scriptures give you lessons. It gives you life lessons on how to move. This thing is not just about going out there and cursing out Esau and the rest of these other nations. It teaches you how to deal with your woman. It teaches you how to deal with women that's not yours. Right? As a matter of fact, I brought this up just to, encompass, some of the lessons that the scriptures give. It's Ecclesiastes chapter 37:11, and we read, neither consult with a woman touching her of whom she is jealous. Right? Neither with a coward in matters of war, nor with a merchant concerning exchange, nor with a buyer of selling, nor with an envious man of thankfulness, nor with an unmerciful man touching kindness, nor with a slothful for any work, nor with a hireling for a year of finishing work, nor with an idle servant of much business. Hearken not unto these in any matter of counsel. Now the scriptures tells you how to move, man. It teaches you how to move through a room full of wolves and vipers. So this thing is not just about going out there and cursing the women out. So when you see the rest of these camps out there, they cursing them out, which that's a part of this thing, too. But when that's all they do, that's a problem. They are bowing down and pumps them up to see somebody, bow down and kiss their boot. But then turn around and tell the flock that the mark of the beast ain't the microchip, which is now starting to be announced. And nobody in these other camps that say that that's not the mark of the beast is talking about it. All right. But anyway, before I go off on a tangent, just want to say, once again, to wrap this thing up, the scriptures is just not about going out there and cursing so-called white men out in the rest of these nations. It's about edifying and help seal the elect. All right. We out there fishing for the elect. All right. There's plenty of lessons, scriptures that I could have pulled. I could have pulled scriptures and broke them down for probably like 2 hours straight or more than that. All right. And brothers can add, what they went to it too. But hope this was edifying. And with that, I'm going to say shalom on to the next one. Keep the faith. We at the end of this thing. All right. Shape up. All right. Not about just cursing the white man out. All right. Shalom.